Hello, everyone, and welcome to Everyday English Hub. If you understand English but still struggle to speak it confidently, you're in the right place. Have you ever experienced this? You can understand English when someone speaks to you. You can understand movies, YouTube videos, songs, and even English lessons. You may know hundreds, or even thousands of English words. But when someone suddenly asks you a simple question, "What did you do today?" your mind goes completely blank. You know what you want to say, but you just can't find the words. If this sounds familiar, don't worry. You are not bad at English. And you're definitely not alone. In today's video, we're going to talk about why you understand English but struggle to speak it, and more importantly, what you can do to start speaking English more naturally and confidently. So grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's improve our English together. Welcome to Everyday English Hub. Let's get started. Understanding English is not the same as speaking English. The first thing you need to understand is this. Understanding and speaking are two different skills. When you're listening to English, your brain mainly needs to recognize the words and understand their meaning. For example, if I say, "I went to the market this morning because I needed to buy some vegetables," you might understand that sentence easily. But speaking requires much more. You have to think about what you want to say. Then you have to find the right words. Then you have to put those words in the correct order. Then you have to pronounce them. And you have to do all of this while the other person is waiting for your answer. That's why speaking can feel much harder than listening. It's not necessarily because you don't know English. It's because your brain hasn't practiced producing English quickly. Think about it like swimming. You can watch hundreds of videos about swimming. You can understand how swimming works. You can memorize every technique. But when you jump into the water for the first time, you still need practice. Speaking English works the same way. You don't become a better speaker only by studying English. You become a better speaker by actually speaking. Stop translating everything. One of the biggest problems English learners face is translating everything from their native language into English. For example, imagine someone asks, "What are you doing this weekend?" Instead of answering naturally, you might think, "What do I want to say?" Then you translate the sentence in your head. Then you check the grammar. Then you worry about whether you're using the correct tense. By the time you're ready to answer, the conversation may have already moved on. This is why you need to practice thinking directly in English. You don't need to think in complicated English. Start with very simple thoughts. When you wake up, think, "I'm tired." When you're hungry, "I'm hungry, I need breakfast." When you're getting ready, "Where are my keys?" When you're going outside, "It's really hot today." These tiny sentences may seem too simple, but they're training your brain to connect your thoughts directly to English. And that's exactly what you want. Learn phrases, not just individual words. Here's another important tip. Don't only memorize individual vocabulary words. Learn phrases and expressions. For example, don't just learn the word interested. Learn, "I'm interested in." Don't just learn. Depend. Learn, "It depends on." Don't just learn. Idea. Learn, "That's a great idea." This makes speaking much easier because you're not creating every sentence from zero. You're using phrases that your brain already knows. Native speakers do this too. They don't stop and think about every single grammatical rule before speaking. They use familiar patterns. For example, to be honest, I think, in my opinion, I'm not sure, but it depends. The thing is, actually, these phrases are extremely useful in everyday conversations. So instead of memorizing 20 random words every day, try learning 5 useful phrases and use each phrase in your own sentences. Speak even when you're alone. You might be thinking, but I don't have anyone to practice English with. That's okay. You can practice speaking by yourself. And no, you don't need to feel embarrassed. Try something called self-talk. For 5 minutes every day, describe what you're doing. For example, I'm making tea. Now I'm washing the cup. I need to finish my assignment. After that, I'm going to watch a movie. You can also talk about your day. Say, today was a busy day. I woke up at 7. I had breakfast and then I went to college. I met my friends and... Don't worry about making mistakes. The goal is not perfection. The goal is to make your brain comfortable with producing English. Use the shadowing technique. Here's one of my favorite techniques for improving speaking. It's called shadowing. Find a short English video or audio clip. Listen to one sentence. Then pause. Repeat the sentence exactly as you heard it. Try to copy the speakers. Pronunciation, rhythm, speed, intonation, and pauses. For example, if the speaker says, I didn't expect that to happen. Don't just repeat the words. Try to copy the way they say the entire sentence. Repeat it several times. Eventually, your mouth becomes more comfortable producing natural English sounds. You can start with just 5 minutes a day. 5 minutes every day is much better than 1 hour once a week. Stop being afraid of mistakes. This might be the most important part of this entire video. Many English learners are afraid of making mistakes. They're thinking, what if my grammar is wrong? What if someone laughs at my pronunciation? What if they think my English is bad? And because they're afraid of making mistakes, they don't speak. But here's the problem. If you never make mistakes, you never get the opportunity to correct them. Imagine learning to ride a bicycle. Would you expect yourself to ride perfectly on the first day? Of course not. You might lose your balance. You might fall. You might make mistakes. But every time you practice, you improve. English is exactly the same. Your first conversations may not be perfect. That's okay. Your goal isn't, I must speak perfect English. Your goal should be, I want to communicate my ideas clearly. Confidence doesn't come before practice. Confidence comes from practice. A simple 15-minute daily routine. Now let's put everything together. You don't need to study English for 5 hours every day. Try the simple 15-minute routine. First 5 minutes, listening. Listen to a short English video, podcast, or conversation. Don't worry about understanding every single word. Focus on the overall meaning. Next 5 minutes, shadowing. Choose a few sentences from what you listened to. Pause and repeat them. Copy the speaker's pronunciation and rhythm. Final 5 minutes, speaking. Talk about something. Your day. Your hobbies. Your family. Your plans. A movie you watched. Anything. Don't write the entire speech first. Just speak. If you don't know a word, explain the idea using simpler words. That's an important communication skill. Your 7-day English challenge. Now, if you're serious about improving your spoken English, here's your challenge. For the next 7 days, spend just 15 minutes a day practicing. Every day. 5 minutes listening. 5 minutes shadowing. 5 minutes speaking. And remember these 3 rules. Don't translate everything. Don't wait for perfect grammar. Don't be afraid of mistakes. After 7 days, you probably won't suddenly become flawless, but you will notice your brain reacting faster, your jaw relaxing, and your words flowing much more smoothly. Take the challenge, stay consistent, and I will see you in the next video.